Well, hello glue troopers and welcome back to the Tarbus. Yesterday was my 16th wedding anniversary. The wife and I went out and did our things and stuff, and lunch and big fancy lunch and shopping and all kinds of things. And when we got home, we were like, well, what do you want to do now? And she's like, well, she just kind of felt like watching TV and working on her dolls, and she was like, if you want to go work on your models. So told you I married well. So I managed to wrap a few things up today. While I was at the computer under good light, I was very careful to tape off the tornado and managed to shoot. This time I taped off the colors and reshot the white where the overspray was at. And up close, the blemishes are pretty obvious, but at the distance, it'll be up on the shelf. Okay, the decals were a little problematic. They were old and cracking and everything. So not a thing of beauty. There's still some cleanup. I have to paint the engine nozzles and a few little details, get that tail glued back on. But overall, I kind of sort of salvaged it. It won't be showing up in any close-ups, that's for sure, and we shall never speak of this again. I finished the MMU. It's hardening now. There's probably a little touch-up on it. The decals on it have gotten pretty bad. Also, I noticed they were inaccurate. I believe what happened was Revell probably released this kit before the MMU actually flew, and I meant to look that up before I did the video, so most likely I'm putting some information here somewhere about when the kit came out and when the MMU came out. But the decals and markings do not match the actual photographs I have. And I would also note that the decals are little black thrusters, that those are all impressed inside. I wound up, partly because the decals were bad, partly because they were a little too big, but I just wound up dropping a little black paint in there, and it just filled in nicely, a little thin black paint, and it looks better than the decals do. So I might add a little bit of color to it, but the instructions are not necessarily accurate. So I like the way it looks now. It's pretty much done. It's hardening. So I'll probably just hang it up right there tomorrow, and that's how that's going to be. I thought about taking it in the house, but it's so big and I'm running out of space, well, everywhere. So I finished the little Cara, which was just my little, fun build. Although the Alclad actually went on fairly well, even since the thing was originally made in gray. I tried both over the black paint and over the just gray, and it added a little kind of shade you would expect, but I kind of like it. I mean, it was a quick and dirty build. We talked about the airplane yesterday by Pookie, but you know what? It's a neat subject matter, and from far enough away, it looks okay. That is one rough kit. I would dare say, including the little BD jet that was fighting with me, because I mean, it's so small you kind of cut it some slack. I'd say that Cara is probably the most ill-fitted kit. I mean, it's got gaps. We're not talking about putty, we're talking about Bondo. But hey, you know what? It is what it is. It's the only model they made. Props on them for getting it into production and getting a few of them sold. So with the GB mod finished and the Tornado finished and the MMU finished and the Cara finished, I basically believe I have finished all of my outstanding stuff since my B-25 is already done. I thought about starting another B-25, but I think I'm probably just going to go ahead and get started on some of the other models here. And I've kind of laid some over here. I want to build that Ultimate Gundam and the Unicorn Gundam at some point, but I don't want to overload myself. We saw what a mess I made when I started rushing, so I'll have a couple of kits on, but I've got some here I want to get started on. The Glencoe Vanguard is probably going to be my Cold War missile build, and I might look and see if I've got something else kind of add to. Well, you know what? I've got a Matador with Terra Cruiser here somewhere. I have to look and see it. That would also be another good one. Pretty sure somebody sent that to me. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it's down there. Maybe I'll do both. We got time because it's not due till Halloween. Let's see. And it's more of a missile, whereas the Vanguard was more of a, research rocket, not so much missile. So it would be an absolute 0 on the Godzilla meter. Let's see. Well, I guess that's where we're at. And in a good place. Now, I have a lot going on the next couple of weeks on my days off. I won't bore you with the details, just real world stuff. So I don't know how much building I'll actually get done or how much content I'll get put out. But, and tomorrow's my birthday, big 6-0, which is, we're still going to have a live stream at 8 o'clock. Now, I got so many pictures that came in after I'd already put up the Viewers Build 19 that I've actually already done the rough cut on Viewers Build 20. I mean, just a ton of photos came in almost at one time. A lot of them came from just a handful of people. And that's probably going to go up in the next couple of days. The problem I have with that is I just put one up less than a week ago. I mean, it was 4 or 5 days ago. To put another one up right behind it, it's kind of shoveling a little too much content out the door. Plus, probably some more pictures going to come in. So I might sit on it for a little while, maybe a week or two, but we'll just see how things go. I haven't really made my mind up, but thing is I do have all the music mapped and everything now. So I don't know. What do you think? Just go ahead and stick it up, or yeah, you guys vote, wait, or put it right up. So that's where we're at, and I think that's everything. My buddy Ken's supposed to be here tomorrow for my 60th, so he will probably be with me on the live stream. That ought to be fun. My first, co-star. What is it, co-anchor, whatever they call it. And that would make me Johnny and him Ed McMahon, if you catch that reference. So, guys, other than that, take care of yourselves. Hope you're having a great evening. We'll see everybody tomorrow, 8 p.m. East Coast, 0000 Zulu. I also want to thank Mr. Barry, who sent me this book, F4 Phantom, A Pilot Story. That's going to go in my travel bag, and I'll be reading that on the road. Thank you, Mr. Barry. And thanks for tuning in. As always, take care of yourselves and model on.